Enneagram Triads. What are they and why do you need to know them? Well, let's get into it. There are actually 3 different triads within the Enneagram, each of which describes a major set of behavioral similarities between the different Enneagram types. The most basic aspect of each triad is that it cuts the Enneagram into 3 separate groups, and each group contains 3 personality types. So, let's start with the first triad, which is called the Triad Centers. The 3 groups within the Triad Centers are the heart, the head, and the gut, which is also called the body. Go ahead and take a moment to guess which group you think your type is in. All right, the heart center is made up of type 2 helpers, type 3 achievers, and type 4 individualists. The head center is made up of type 5 investigators, type 6 loyalists, and type 7 enthusiasts. And the gut center is made up of type 8 challengers, type 9 peacemakers, and type 1 reformers. The Triad Centers group people based on our biggest barrier to self-awareness, or what I call our chief bias, because it's all about the blinding preferences we have that influence the way we take in information from the world around us. So for example, people in the heart center are primarily blinded by their emotions. That's not to say that everyone doesn't struggle to understand their emotions, but that people in the heart center rely on their feelings to guide them through life, and yet they are often blind to or disconnected from their true emotions. It's the same pattern with people in the head center that prefer their logical thoughts, and for people in the gut center that prefer their primal instincts. Your triad center is what you will face first and foremost as you move towards your goals of personal growth and self-awareness. Now, the next triad within the Enneagram is the Harmonic Triad. The Harmonic Triad describes the different ways people tend to cope with loss, failure, or trauma. So really fun stuff. The 3 groups within the Harmonic Triad are the competency group, the reactive group, and the positive outlook group. Go ahead and take a moment and guess which group you think your type is in. Okay, the competency group is made up of types 1, 3, and 5. The reactive group is made up of types 2, 4, and 6. And the positive outlook group is made up of types 7, 9, and 2. And I feel like that group was probably the easiest to guess. The Harmonic Triad is a great triad to study up on right now, given the fact that we're in a pandemic and everyone is experiencing the same trauma at the same exact time. It's such a rare thing to witness, and understanding the Harmonic Triad has honestly helped decrease my irritation or disdain for people that are handling the pandemic in a way maybe that I wouldn't prefer they do. Okay, last but not least, there's my personal favorite triad, the Hornevian Triad. The Hornevian Triad is all about the way we navigate social situations to fit in or get what we want. The 3 groups of the Hornevian Triad are the compliant group, the withdrawn group, and the assertive group. Last chance, take a moment and guess which group you think your type is in. Okay, the compliant group is made up of types 1, 2, and 6. The withdrawn group is made up of types 4, 5, and 9. And the assertive group is made up of types 7, 8, and 3. My analogy for the Hornevian Triad is sort of how you would behave when you walk into a party full of people you don't know. And there may be some of you out there in the withdrawn group already saying, yeah, I would never do that. And yeah, that checks out. Okay, there's your brief overview of each of the 3 Enneagram triads. I've got separate episodes on each triad where I go into way more detail. So if you're curious to know more, please check those out. But if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, my name is Colton Simmons, and I'll see you next time on You've Got a Type.